Greetings from Kimberly, Wisconsin. High school boys basketball is on the air on this Tuesday evening. It's our Score video stream game of the week. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris. And tonight we've got the Kimberly Papermakers coming in at 5-3 on the season up against the Oshkosh North Spartans. Let's talk about the visitors here first of all, Zach. And the Spartans coming in off of a tough loss. Man, they've had a tough schedule and it continues here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they've been dealing with a lot of tough opponents, but you learn so much, and that's what gets you prepared for the postseason. People look at it and go, man, you're playing tough teams. How do you learn anything? How do you feel confident you get tough losses? You learn so much from a tough loss. People look at it and, oh, it's a lose, you don't learn anything. These coaches will find hundreds of coaching moments in these tough games.
Led by Zay Mitchell. We'll get a chance to see him here tonight. He's been a bit under the weather, but he is expected to play here this evening. Now, for the Kimberly Papermakers, they come in at 5-3. They also played over the break up at the Crest Center with a victory, so they go into the new year on a high note.
Yeah, that's the big thing, too. If you can build off any success, that's what leads down the road. I mean, you need to be able to find out a little bit more about your own team, and that evolves throughout the whole season. Just because what worked in the games 1 through 5 doesn't always mean it's going to work the rest of the season. So, again, you learn new ways, and the more times you win games and lose, you feel a little more comfortable with these changes.
These two teams split the last couple of years, so we're in for a doozy here tonight. Talked with both of the head coaches earlier, and we'll get a chance to hear from both of them, both Brad Weber and also John Murphy. It's our Coach's Corner. That is coming up next on our Score video stream game of the week.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com. Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel.
Back here in our pregame show, our video stream game of the week, we got Oshkosh North and Kimberly. Let's delve into the Coach's Corner. First of all, the visitors on the scoreboard. It's Coach Brad Weber from Oshkosh North. And first of all, Happy New Year. How was the holiday season there for you?
No, it was good. We had a tournament down in Concordia and then had some time off to just kind of hang with family. So, yeah, it was nice, but good to be back at it.
Let's delve into that game against Brookfield Central. Man, what a tough game, but to break it down for us.
Yeah, no, Brookfield Central's good. You know, they were a top 5 team preseason. They got the Doherty kid, who D1. They got, a lot of size. And, we got ourselves in a hole early and, down, I think, about 7 at half and came back, ended up, I think, having about a 5-point lead down the stretch. And, just couldn't put it away, and that's why we play the schedule that we do. I mean, our FVA is tough enough, but you look at our non-conference, I'd put it up against anybody in the state as far as, playing top-level, state-level teams.
This team in particular, leading up until now, that the second halves seem to be where you guys really start to push it. What do you say at halftime to these guys? Because it just seems to kind of light a spark on them. Because we've seen you in person already. The Neenah game was one example, and there's been a couple examples where you just kind of push it more in the second half.
Yeah, I wish it was something I said. I think it's a few things. It's number one, we've got a lot of young kids coming in off the bench, and it's all just experience that we're learning from. I think the second thing is with the multiple defenses that we play, part of it's a feeling out process, and we kind of say there's always going to be something that's going to give them problems, and let's try to figure out what that is, make a couple adjustments, and then our guys are able to kind of get locked in. But I think that's also just our youth. I don't know, and that's kind of been the challenge over the last kind of week is, can we be locked in from the get-go? Can we do a better job as a coaching staff preparing them with our scouting reports ahead of time even more so they have more time to think it through? So a lot of it's just, I think, our guys and our staff understanding saying, how do we make the most of each other, and what is that perfect process for getting them to play a complete game.
Speaking of scouting report here tonight against Kimberly, what you got for the Papermakers here?
Yeah, no, Kimberly, real well-coached team, solid. They've got, 5 guys out there at any point in time that can score and hurt you. They run a great motion offense. They bring really solid, skilled kids off the bench, and they're just physically tough. So they're always going to have a chance in the game the way they defend.
All right, Coach, good luck tonight and the rest of the way.
All right, appreciate it.
There goes Coach Brad Weber. More of our pregame show coming up right after this.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology, and our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprinapparel.com.
Back here on our video stream game of the week, we continue our Coach's Corner with the home team tonight, and it is Coach John Murphy. And Coach, first of all, Happy New Year. How was the holidays?
Great holiday. Yeah. So we're looking forward to an exciting new year, and I know the kids are excited to be back to school today for the first time in a week or two. We were just laughing about that with the kids.
Yeah. Well, over the holiday, you did get a chance to play. First of all, talk about the game up at the Crest.
Play one game against Bayport. Good solid team. Again, I think the record is a little misleading because they had lost to 3 undefeated teams. So it was just, we ended up winning by 10, but it was a good test for us.
Yeah. How was that whole experience? Because there was a bunch of teams playing up there.
Yeah, we only had one game, but it's the Crest is a really nice facility. Playing on a college court and just. Sometimes you get in that environment, it's just a good atmosphere for our kids to be in.
Do you mind that playing over the break, or would you rather just, hey, this is time for family, or would you rather just, hey, man, we got to play some ball through this too?
Yeah, we play. We've done a little bit of everything in the past. Sometimes you go play in a 2-game tournament and you travel. I do like this because it was one game, which meant that you had to practice a little bit before and a little bit after, but everybody still was at home and had some family time. So I do like that environment there, and it's a quick trip from here to the Crest Center, and I think it's something we'll continue in the next few years.
All right, well, on to tonight here. You welcome in Oshkosh North. What are you expecting from the Spartans?
Well, when you play them, you're talking about, Clark and Mitchell, 2 of the top players in the conference, 2 of the top players in the state. So you got to make it difficult for them. They're going to get their points. Just can't be easy ones, and hopefully make it a struggle. And then offensively, we do what we do. We want to spread them out. We want to have multiple scores, and we talked all year to our kids about we're going to be in a lot of close games. You got to find a way to close some things. Our 2 of our losses. Once Spash was undefeated. There's a game we're up by 8 with 4 minutes left, and we let that go. And Appleton North, we're up 7 with 2.5 minutes to go. Missed 13 free throws and let that one slip away. So we're close. We got to close. And this is a. We had talked earlier in the season where we had a bunch of football guys, 14 of our 16 that suit are football guys. And, but that's done now. We played a month into the season, 5 weeks in. I feel like our shots are coming. We're starting to play like basketball players. So we're close. We want to just keep getting better so we're a tough out by March.
And really, we really get into the heart of the Fox Valley Association here, too. So how key is this to get the new year started off right, especially going into this stretch? Yeah,
we're going to be in a lot of tough games. And we are in this tough stretch now with North. We go to Fania, we turn around and get Kaukauna. So we want to be in the mix every single game, and we got to get some of these close ones if we're going to be in the mix in terms of the conference race.
All right, Coach, thanks for this, and good luck down the line.
Yep, thanks. You guys have a good night.
All right, that is Coach John Murphy. More of our pregame show coming up next.
Myron Construction has the unique opportunity to build the landscape of our communities. We play a role in shaping the region as well as communities across the country. Our work supports a range of organizations and industries, ones that ensure health and well-being, secure resources for struggling populations, teach our children, enrich local economies, provide spaces for recreation and entertainment, and strengthen our neighborhoods. We create thriving, welcoming places for people to work, play, and engage. Together, we're building excellence.
Back here on our pregame show, our Score YouTube video stream game of the week tonight. It is Kimberly hosting Oshkosh North. Joey D and Zach Morris with you. Let's bring back in my broadcast partner here, Zach Morris. And getting all fired up and ready to go. We've heard from the coaches. Final moments before this one. How about that band, first of all?
Yeah, great job by pep bands all across the state. Of course, here in Kimberly, it's a big showdown between two teams that are going to be contending for the title in the FVA. So it's going to be a matchup where you're going to learn a lot about both teams.
All right, time for tonight's National Anthem. All right, about time to play ball here in Kimberly. And it's time now to go over our starting lineups. And first of all, the visitors on the scoreboard here tonight, the Oshkosh North Spartans. They come in at 6-3 overall. They are 4-1 so far in a very tight Fox Valley Association. They are tied for second place right behind Appleton North. They will go with Stevie Clark, a 6'6" senior, averaging 19.8 points a game. Leads the team in steals with 21 of them. He will be playing at Colgate next year. Zay Mitchell getting all kinds of attention all over the country. 25.8 points a game. One of the top 20 in the state of Wisconsin as far as scoring average in their first 9 games. Also go with Bryce Otta, very talented 6'6" sophomore. Carter Strange, 6'2" senior. And Stefan Stojlovic, 6'6" junior. So a lot of size there. Clark, Mitchell, Ott, Strange, and Stojlovic. For Brad Weber in his 25th season overall, his 7th season at Oshkosh North. And now for the starting lineups for the Kimberly Papermakers, they are 5-3, 3-2, tied for 4th so far in the FVA. Bryson Veith, a 6'1" senior, averaging 10.6 points a game. They'll go with the Wilds also. Mikey Wilds, 10.5 points a game, and Nathan Wilds at 7 points a game. Thomas Myers is their big guy so far this season, almost 13 points a game, 6 assists, 6 rebounds, couple assists a game. And Landon Van Offeren gets a start tonight. And we'll also see the likes of Carson Pendleton, Sam Dudek, Jace Teofilo, Aiden Lum. Aaron Cullen also will be coming off of the bench too. So it's Veith, Wilds, Myers, and Van Offeren. For John Murphy in his 3rd season. They're 36th overall. Of course, that's Seymour for all of those years. It's the Papermakers and the Spartans. And let's get our Myron Construction key to the game. What do you think, Zach?
Well, this is going to be a game where each team is going to learn a lot about themselves because both of them have lost to Appleton North. So you look at that situation. How do you start closing the gap in the second part of the season? Well, here's how you can do it. I mean, you get a big win against North if you're Kimberly, or if you're North, get this huge win. This catapults their win over Neenah. I mean, you can do a lot of success building throughout the first half of the season. So this is a game where you can just be able to build off of. And, hey, you'll find out, are you deserving to be number 1 through 3 in this conference?
For Oshkosh North, their losses this year at Appleton North, 71-63. They also lost to Madison East, 80-75. They're coming off of a tight loss against Brookfield Central. That was at Concordia University, a 2-point loss, 61-59. That came back last Thursday. For Kimberly, they've lost at Hortonville, 67-51. Stevens Point got them, 61-59. And Appleton North as well, 74-67. But their last game, they were in Green Bay last week, part of the Sundrop shootout at the Crest, where they beat Bayport 61-51. We start 2024 to tip things off, and we are underway. It is Oshkosh North controlling. Lots of big guys. They come in averaging 70.3 points a game. And right away, tapped out of bounds. It'll stay with Oshkosh North in the dark black with the dark green numerals out there. And Kimberly in front of the band down there. Can't say enough about that, man. Love the pregame festivities when there's a pep band involved. Here come the Spartans, and it is ripped away. Stolen by Nathan Wilds, and then stolen right back. Back-to-back turnovers. Still no score, though, here in the early going. Well, the basketball is Strange. Now they'll swing it back around. You can hear some of the crowd yelling, shoot it, shoot it. Getting bright-colored shoes out there, too, that you see on your screen. Nice loop-de-loop put up. Missed by Clark. It goes out of bounds. Over to Kimberly. Still nothing doing on the scoreboard there. Looked like he was trying to draw the foul. Didn't get the call, so 2 turnovers on the Spartans to open things up. About a minute into this contest, a big one here to open up 2024. That one booted out of bounds. Our officials tonight, Robert Haymeyer, Russ Miller, and Steve Steiner. If you'd like to become an official, log on to the WIA website. They'd love to have you. Official, umpire, referees, much needed. There's a nice give and go underneath, and our first points go to Landon Van Offeren, and Kimberly takes a 2-0 lead.
It's always great for the papermakers when you're able to get on the board, first to attack. You always feel better if you're that first team that can score.
Van Offeren did not score in their game against Bayport. And he puts them on the scoreboard here tonight. It's a good start for him. And a good start for Kimberly. Here's Clark trying to drive that baseline. Hand in his face from Mikey Wilds. He gets the tough assignment tonight. Comes Zay Mitchell. And he scores a little baby hook using his size, and we are tied. Mitchell getting looks from Iowa State, Wisconsin, Northern Iowa, Cal Poly. Those are all just the offers that he's gotten so far. Zay Mitchell coming off a 31-point, 10-rebound effort in their loss to Brookfield Central, double-double. He is Mr. Double-double this year. Nice give and go again underneath. And how about Van Offeren? Again, those didn't score in their last game. He's got their first 4 here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, that's great when you find out some players that weren't scoring early in previous games and they start to feel more comfortable in the offense as the season progresses.
And Clark misses the 3. Bodies hitting the floor. It'll stay with the Spartans in our first substitution coming into the game. Max Rohr, 6'1" sophomore, very talented sophomore team. 7 sophomores on this North team. Coach Brad Weber really has been looking forward to this particular team for some years. One of the reasons is this guy right here, Ott. Another sophomore out there. Ott, the quarterback of the football team. Has it right now. Will take the three and miss it. Back the other way we'll go. Yeah, lots of two-sport stars out there. Talking with Coach Murphy. He thinks that the football legs from Kimberly have turned into basketball legs. Most of this team on that very successful Kimberly team. There's a three missed by Myers. And here comes Mitchell, little Euro step, and no call. It's tapped around. Kimberly comes up with it. Yeah, gave him a little floater there in the lane. Let him play on. So we stay 4-2 Kimberly. In the corner this time for three. And guess who? Landon Van Offren. He's got all 7 of Kimberly's points.
Yeah, Kimberly having no issues with the zone right now for the Spartans. Now they'll have to figure out defensively how to slow down the Papermaker offense.
Including Van Offren. Came in averaging 6.9. Guess what? He's got 7 already. First foul of the game. Will go on the Makers. And that goes on Mikey Wilds, Jr., his first. And the first of the game. Avon Jennings checks in. They'll go 3 or 4 deep for Coach Weber as well. See a lot of subs in and out here tonight. There's Jennings in a little bit of trouble. Finding Clark out front. Well, they'll swing it to the right for a long 3 and in there. With the answer.
Yeah, and that was a big 3 because this game started to pull in the favor of the Papermakers. Helps the team feel more confident for the Spartans that, hey, we just got to wait for our offense to click in. And they've been known to be a second-half team as well.
Step back, Clark. No, and there again for the putback. Stoilovich, back-to-back buckets for him. And we're tied. 7-all. 5 minutes in. What a game so far. Man, that has been working here in the early going. This time Mikey Wilds is on the give and go.
He was able to just cut right through that defense and hit that easy basket.
Too easy more there for Kimberly. Veith. And guess who? Landon Van Offren once again. Second one from downtown for him. Have him a start to that game. He's already in double figures, and another foul is called. That does go on Van Offren. Be the second on Kimberly here in this high-paced first half, man. They're beating them inside and outside. And they doubled them up, 14-7.
Now North needs to find out how to get a basket to slow down this run.
Hit one from the corner. Can he hit it out front? Nope. Jennings grabs a rebound, though. Second chance, and he's able to reset. The nice no-look pass underneath. John Coleman with the deuce. Breaks that little run by Kimberly. Back to a 5-point game. And now back to an 8-point game. And a 3-pointer by Thomas Myers, and we got a timeout called. It is a 30-second break, and we will take one as well. What a game to start, 17-9, back after this.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Back here in Kimberly, early timeout called, 8-point lead. Striking early and often here against that defense, and Brad Weber wants a little reset of the mindset here. Again, they have started off kind of slow in a lot of their basketball games. Their second halves, they are way, way better scoring-wise. And that defense by Veith, forcing it out of bounds. He'll take it out right in front of Coach John Murphy there. 36th season overall. He's now retired, still coaching. Loving every second of it too, man. I love talking with John. And a three is good. Knocked in by Zay Mitchell. He's got 5. It's 17-12. We'll get things right. There we go. Nice drive by Jennings. Avon Jennings right off the bench, his first 2. Scored coming out of flurry here. They try and score underneath again, and fouled was Nathan Wilds, and we'll see our first free throw of the game. And that goes on Jackson Anderson. Anderson battling an ankle injury. Did not get the start here tonight, but Coach Weber saying he'll get as much playing time as comfortable there for Anderson. And a free throw is missed by Nathan Wilds. He had 16 points, 8 rebounds in their victory over Bayport. And at the free throw line, this season now 8 out of 16. That puts him right at 50%. And he misses both of them. Stays a 3-point differential. There's Clark on the fadeaway from Mitchell, and he misses it a little bit too hard. 10:20 left to play.
Every time the Spartans fight their way back, they just can't make that one basket to get it to a 1-point game or a tie. Great job by Kimberly continuing to create separation.
Everybody touching the basketball again on that back door. It is open. It rolls around. Score it for Aiden Lom. And the old-fashioned 3-point play upcoming. And that foul goes on Anderson. He's got 2 of the 3 fouls. And that puts Aiden Lom at the line for 1. So you got Van Offeren, who didn't score in the game against Bayport. That's 10 already, and Lom didn't score either. He's got 2, and that one tapped around on the miss. Reset here for the Makers. Out front, a 3-ball. Myers got it. Bingo for the second time for Thomas Myers. Turns out to be a 5-point possession for Kimberly.
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge possession there by the Papermakers, again, with that separation.
Mitchell misses it and then makes it. Man, he's got those hops. Underneath, Susie shoots it. Guy like that, he knows if he's going to miss it and just goes right back up after it. It's like he's on a springboard underneath. Lots of bumping and grinding going on. Finally, the foul. North, faithful one on the travel. He did fall down. But instead, the foul goes on Strange. It's Carter's first and the 4th on Oshkosh North.
Yeah, Strange did everything he could defensively. The problem was the person who was defending just found that little opening just to throw the ball up and just hope for someone to fall in. Got enough contact.
Pendleton makes the front end. Carson had a back injury earlier in the season, missed a couple of games. This is just his 4th game. Makes them both. One of those football players as well. And it's now 24-16. Halfway through. Half number 1 here in Kimberly on this beautiful Tuesday evening. There's a reach around foul as Strange was trying to drive the baseline. And Pendleton commits the foul, his first. That's the 3rd on Kimberly. Back in will be Bryson V. Coach Murphy barks out the defensive alignment. Lobbing it way in on the inbound pass. Mitchell with a step back. And Clark was battling there for, or check that out, was battling for the rebound, and it goes off of a Makers player, almost into the drum area over there. For the pep band. We'll fire things back up at halftime, I'm sure. Little crowd there on that inbound pass. Zay Mitchell, talented junior. Bright pink shoes here this evening. Directing traffic in between the rings. Hand in his face from Van Offren. Here's Clark. Spinning, falling, hitting. Stevie Clark. His first basket of the evening. First of should be many. Coming in averaging about 20 points a game. He had 19 points in their victory against Brookfield Central. Or their loss, I should say. Close loss. Here's Mitchell in transition. Can't get it to go. Myers grabs down a rebound. East team looking to push the pace. Just like this. Except for that one. Missed pretty much everything there for Veith. And here's Mitchell, and can't get it to go, but Zay.
Yeah, the pace has picked up, but just not many baskets going with the pick up a play.
So Bryson Veith with foul. And Xavier Mitchell will shoot 2. Missed his prior one and gets this one to go. Mitchell also getting looks from Nebraska, Indiana. Got my fingers crossed on that one, being a Hoosier fan. Michigan, Oregon, Marquette, you name it.
Oregon's probably the furthest one out of that bunch.
Mm-hmm. And he makes both free throws. He's got 9. And it's 24-20. Up front, 3 won't go this time for Van Offren. That would have been his 3rd one of this first half. Hot hand cooled off momentarily. Speaking of hot hands, Stevie Clark, he nails it. Got to put a hand in his face or he's going to do that all night long. Pulls him within 1.
This is the first time now since the opening minutes of this game where North finally made that key basket to get this down to a 1-point game. Every time they got this close, Kimberly was able to pull away, get back to that 7-point lead.
A backdoor once again, and Wilds couldn't get it to go. Defensive stance in the paint. And just like that, Oshkosh North takes the lead. On the bucket by Ott. Now facing the 1-point deficit. They were up by as much as 8 not too long ago. And the lead goes back to Kimberly with the lay-in from Sam Dudek.
So what about 15 seconds with the deficit for Kimberly? I mean, that's what you want from your team, to be able, the second you lose that lead, get it right back.
Well, bounces away. And a whistle and a foul going to be called on Mitchell, his first. That's the 5th team foul, and it's been a while since we've seen subs, and a bunch of them come in now for the Spartans. A 1-point game. Battling the top portion of the Fox Valley Association, as it will be all season long. North leading the way so far, Appleton North that is. Victories over both of these teams. What a start for the Lightning. That 3-ball off the mark for Myers.
Yeah, I know people were kind of confused. Why is Appleton North on top of the standings? It's just been a while since, they've been having a team where you're thinking they can contend for a title.
Could this be the year for the Lightning? That foul goes on Coleman on the rebound attempt. And that's 6 fouls now. No, he got him with 5. Got him with 6. 5 fouls on the Spartans. Kimberly's 4. And here come the makers. Baseline cut off again. And the 3 won't go for Pendleton. Between the circles, it's Stoilovich. Now to Mitchell, looking for some room, and he skies over everybody and scores. That first step absolutely beat the defender. Everybody else had no chance when he's headed to the hoop.
True, no one was going to get in his way on that basket.
In a lot of trouble. Myers almost stepped over the line. And knocked, and it goes off of the knee of Pendleton. Turnover on Kimberly. And Bryce Sott will check back into the game for the Spartans. By 1. What a start here in Kimberly. These two teams have split last couple of seasons. But Kimberly has won 10 out of the last 12. They were on a 9-game win streak in the series for a while, but they've split the last 2 seasons. They've met in the playoffs several times as well. No strangers. There's a block inside, but they're going to call a foul. And Ott will have some free throws. Rice and Veith, his second. Now each team with 5. And Bryce Ott will step up to the line, try and score his first points of the game. And he got it. The 6'6" sophomore. On the season, 67% free throw shooter. Misses the second one. Every time I say something about their free throw percentage, but he runs down his own rebound. That one won't roll in either. And a foul called underneath. Missing the little bunnies underneath. And that's going to go on Amen Jennings. Now it's 6 on North. Rest of the way, Kimberly will be shooting free throws, and that full court press put on by the Spartans. Kimberly has to get it over, and a turnover's forced. Almost a backcourt violation.
Spartans gained some early success with this press.
There's Stoilovich. He'll take it to the hoop. There's the follow, and that doesn't fall either. And they're not getting them right underneath the basket many times. That one knocked away. Another turnover on Kimberly. The Spartans finally do something with the turnover. at the 3:20 mark. There's another missed one, but on the rebound, put back scoring. Evan Jennings has 4. It's a 4-point advantage. Underneath, Thomas Myers scores and changes that right away. And a full timeout is called. We will take it as well. A 2-point game. We're back right after this.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Game of the week, first one of 2024 coming at you here in Kimberly. 2-point game. Right out of the timeout, the fadeaway won't fall for Clark. And that one's booted away. Stay with the Makers. Makers had as much of a lead as 8. We're fighting back, taking this lead. Clinging to it with 2.5 to go. Back into that zone defense. They'll work it inside out to the inside. One dribble up and in for Dudek. Sam scores his first bucket of the game, and we are tied.
Neither team, every time they lose the lead, they're right back at it and keep their composure, and that's what you want with these two teams.
Travel and call. Not too many turnovers on Oshkosh North in this first half. They give it away. Nearing the 2-minute warning of this one. Now you can hear Coach Murphy barking out, go! As soon as you get that ball in. Try and break the press, try and break that heavy defense. They'll attack it. The kick to the corner for Myers. Off the mark. And that's got a board. Outlet pass is stolen away. Intercepted by Mikey Wilds. Nice pump fake, and what a block shot there by Zay Mitchell. 14th block shot of the year leads the team, and there's a block at the other end. Back-to-back blocks.
We're just witnessing fantastic defensive plays on each end when each team should be scoring points.
That's the tie game here at 30s. Minute 10 left to play. And again, that backdoor has been working all game long. Aiden Lom takes advantage of it. He's got 4. And Kimberly regains the lead with under a minute left to play. That's just been a spectacular play so far. Somebody's always been open on the cut. Mitchell on that dribble drive to Ott. And ran over the defender, no call, and scores and tied up. Nathan Wilds with the good positioning. Ott with the score, though. And we're tied at 32 with under 30 seconds left to play. He'll swing it to the corner. There's that 3 ball. In it goes on for a Mikey Wilds. Puts him up by 3. Winding down, under 10 left to play. Here's Clark, the step back. Misses everything, and we go to the half. Your score 35-32. What a game so far in our game of the week here on our video stream. As we get things going here in 2024. I am Joey D alongside Zach Morris. Coming up, we'll hear from our sponsors and break down the first half here for you. Quick thoughts, though, before we go to the break here, Zach.
Well, I mean, this is a fantastic game. I mean, there's no shortage of that. You're seeing great plays and runs by both of these teams being able to match each other. And that's the biggest part where you know you're a team that can't contend for your conference title and go deep in the postseason. The fact that you're not letting anything bothering you. And, hey, great job by the Spartans. They were down by 7 2 times, 8 at one time in this game, and just kept fighting back. And we've seen defenses on both ends just continuing to make big stop after a huge one. Even in breakaways, one-on-one, these players just dig deep and don't let either team get on a massive run where you're down by double digits. So that's the biggest part of this game, not having to deal being down double digits.
Band is fired up, and we are too. We are at the half. It is 35-32 on that last 3-pointer by Mikey Wilds to put the Papermakers ahead. We'll come back with your second half scoring and, of course, all of the action as well. It's our Score YouTube video stream game of the week.
The low hum of heavy equipment, the drone of power tools, the swift movement of boots on the ground as craftspeople work safely and efficiently. These are the sounds of an active construction site, the core of our business. At Myron Construction, our teammates carry out the crucial job of bringing our clients' dreams to life. They hold in their hands the tools to make something out of nothing and build structures that will stand the test of time. Together, we are building excellence.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
going to bring it back here. Halftime in Kimberly. 35-32, the home team on that three-pointer by Mikey Wilds to end the first half. And a wild first half. Wild ends up with 5 points in that first half. One of 7 different players to score for Kimberly, led by Landon Van Operen, 10 points, including the first 8 points of this game. Or 7, I should say. He's got 10 points, 8 points for Thomas Myers, 4 points for Aiden Lam coming off of the bench, 2 for Carson Pendleton, 4 for Sam Dudek. Leading scorer in the game, Zay Mitchell for Oshkosh North. He's got 11, 7 for Stevie Clark, 5 for Stefan Stojlovic, 4 for Avon Jennings, and 3 for Bryce Ott, 2 for John Coleman. That's your scoring rundown for the Spartans. They come in averaging 70.3 a game. Papermakers 66 a game. But Zach, up until now, their first 9 games, second half is really where Oshkosh North starts to turn it on. We talked to Coach Weber about that. There's just something about this team, man. They know when to turn it on, and somehow, some way, it's been the second half throughout this the first part of the season.
Yeah, and we witnessed this already a couple weeks ago against the Neenah Rockets, where Neenah had a decent lead at halftime, and they just surged right past Neenah, where he had to put reserves in with about a minute to go. I mean, it wasn't a close ending. So we'll find out if they can do that same type of push in the second half, and if they can, this is a team to look out for.
That's a good point. How about we thank our sponsors here tonight? We got Myron Construction and Creative Imprint on board for this one. OSMS sponsors the broadcast booth. Our Fast Signs mobile studio got us here as well. We will cruise on into half number 2 in a 3-point game, 35-32, and it will be Kimberly ball coming out here in the second half. Kimberly looking for the triple header sweeper tonight. They won the freshman game 63-29. Won the JV game 54-36. And how about that, Pepe? Can't say enough about it. We don't always see that, but one of the better ones here in Northeast Wisconsin, if I do say so myself. They really get into it, too. Some of the playing one of the songs from Hee Haw there at the half and bouncing up and down all around. Really adds to the atmosphere of a high school basketball game.
That it does. That's how it is for high school.
All right, here we go. Papermakers looking for win number 2 in a row. Spartans are going to get back into the win column after a tough loss to Brookfield Central. As we really kick it into gear in the FVA play, although North does play Milwaukee Academy of Science on Tuesday, January 16th in non-conference play. And Kimberly plays the same team on February 16th. Both these teams play Milwaukee Academy of Science. And they're only remaining, not Brookfield Central, also for Kimberly. So both these teams with similar opponents on the season schedule. We'll delay here before we get things going due to the aforementioned band. I want to get those guys and gals out of the way. And a clap of the hand from one of the officials. Again, our officials tonight, Robert Hamer, Russ Miller, Steve Steiner, doing a great job in half number 1. Let's roll here into second. Right out of the gate, a 3 here by Wilds, and he got it. Mikey Wilds starting the second half just like he ended the first with a triple.
That's a big thing for Kimberly. If you're going against a team that's great in the second half, start out with a 3-point basket to increase your lead.
Miss underneath, but right there for the putback on that rebounding drill that we talked about earlier. Zay Mitchell, he's one of the best at it. He's got 13 to lead the way for Oshkosh North. And they force the turnover and a quick foul call. Man, a lot happening here in the first less than a minute of the second half.
Yeah, it took a couple minutes for the Spartans to score in the first half. They're showing right now that they're more in sync, focus, and I think that's the big thing, too, when you look at this team is that's why they are a lot better in the second half. It just takes a while in the first half to get this team rolling.
Here's Clark with the pull-up. That time the rebound drill doesn't work for Mitchell. Good positioning on him to box him out. Coaches love to see that, one of the fundamentals of the game. Box out the big guy as soon as that ball goes up into the air. Don't let him get the positioning. Work that time for the Makers. Swinging around, there's another three. That one off the mark for Myers. Running down the loose ball rebound, though. Switching things up a little bit defensively. Not too much, though. For the most part, playing the zone. And now, longest possession probably of the game so far for either team. After we just talked about so much happening in the first 40 seconds. And now hardly any dribbles. After that missed shot. Veith finally dribbles it into the paint. He'll take control and swat it away. Mitchell with another block. Tries for a third, doesn't get it. But there for the rebound is Stojlovic. In transition, and no, but there's the rebound put back again for Zay Mitchell.
Yeah, great job by the Spartans defense, and they were able to get a quick basket. Now it's going to be more pressure on Kimberly again to at least create some separation before maybe the Spartans go on a run. Can they get enough points to withstand that?
And again, that's Bryson Veith taking advantage of beating a guy, just swinging it down near the basket, and he's open and scores. We saw that all throughout the first half.
Yeah, still no answer to stop that yet.
What a wild shot there by Ott, and he scores. Bryce Ott with his 5th point of the game. Exchanging baskets. Got a feeling this one come down to the waning moments. It's got that feel to it. Oh, it was open once again on the back door, and this time losing control of it as Myers goes back over to the Spartans on the turnover. But they've been beating it all night long so far. The adjustment has been made by the Spartans. That's how you beat the zone, though. Can't get the perimeter. Somebody's got to be cutting on that baseline. And they hit them in stride. That's the thing, too. That's a key to those type of plays. Lead them. That time led them just a little bit too much. Mitchell showing his range, hitting the floor and scoring the triple. Yeah, second one from downtown for Zay.
Yeah, it's a huge three to give him the lead, too.
Lots of lead changes since the 8-point lead by Kimberly. Almost had another one there, but the three is missed. And Mitchell doesn't miss those much. The pump of the fist by him. How about the start to the second half? He's got 9 here just in the second half, and they force a turnover. Clark gets it stuck in between the rim and the backboard. That, for those who may not know, that's an alternating possession.
But this again, we see from a second half team, they were just on fire to start out, and they're doing that again. And they get a possession here. This is that run that I was talking about earlier. Can Kimberly be able to bounce back from a run that North really hasn't shown yet with the lead?
Clark misses, but there for the rebound put back is Stojlovic. Five-point advantage, biggest one for Oshkosh North, I believe, of the game. And the foul goes on Stevie Clark. First one on North in the second half. Here's a 3-ball by Wilds. Good save from going out of bounds by Jennings. Now they'll push it with the left hand. Mitchell to Clark, and a timeout is called. We'll take one as well. 13:24 remaining here in the second half. It's up to a 7-point advantage for North.
What is the mark of a true builder? At Myron Construction, we believe it's in the details. It's the strong sense of commitment to the people and places in which we work. The more than 100 years of experience we bring to every project site. It's our labor force, 1,200 strong. Our investment in cutting-edge equipment and technology. And our commitment to exceeding expectations. Most of all, it's our passion for bringing dreams to life. This is building excellence.
What a start to the second half for Oshkosh North. We told you about their second half surges. They're doing it again here this evening on a 15-5 run to start it here, Zach.
Yeah, and this is what Kimberly was afraid of, was this run that the Spartans have shown they can do in second half of games. Now it's all for the Papermakers. They just need to end this and get the lead back in their favor, but this is the biggest deficit they have dealt with because they weren't really down much in the first half.
That's what happens when guys like Zay Mitchell and Stevie Clark start going off on you. Mitchell up to 20 points. Give one of the leading scorers in the state of Wisconsin in the top 20. Averaging 25.8. He's at 20. Out of the timeout. Good. Pump fake underneath, and that time Nathan Wilds can't get it to go. And they'll try and score quickly. Falling down was Clark. Drawing the foul was Wilds. Clark's second in a row. Wiped the two off the board. Good positioning from Nathan Wilds. Talked about it earlier, how coaches love to see fundamentals. Saw the box out earlier, and that time taking the charge. You work on that quite a bit.
There's working on it a lot, and then there's the actually being able to execute it on the court and being able to show that you can do that. The coaches love that.
Poke away from behind. Comes Mitchell again. Clark, no. And Myers comes away with it. .25 remaining, I'll say, for the first time in regulation. Nice pump fake and the turnaround. Nope, but right there's Van Offren for the putback.
Yeah, that was a big basket there for the Papermakers. They showed they could stop this runaway freight train, but now they just need to keep getting points on the board every time you do get a stop.
Breaks a little run by the Spartans. Intensity is up here. The wild shot for Stevie Clark. He's got 9. Lead back up to 7. Wide open all day to shoot it. He's going to nail that. He had his tent up out there. He was camping from beyond the arc. And Mikey started the half with a 3. Ended the first half with a 3. That's his third one of the game. He's in double figures now with 11. That'll slow things up momentarily here until right there. The Spartans like to attack that hoop. The kick out. Again, a wide open 3. This one from Myers from the right corner, splashing it home. He's in double figures also with 11.
An 8-2 run now for the Papermakers. Now that was what they needed.
And Mitchell will be back to the free throw line. Goes on Wilds. Nathan. And mass substitutions for Oshkosh North. Let's see, that was not on the shot. Mitchell will get a breather. 10:38 left to play in a 1-point game. See if Kimberly can take advantage of Mitchell not being in there. Changes things up a bit for the Spartans offense. Well, number 2 is not on the court. Okay, so they'll just take the 3 and nail it. Stevie Clark, his second triple. Back up by 4. And now it's 2. Landon Van Offren's having himself a game. He's up to 14 points now. Approaching that halfway mark of the second half.
Well, now we're seeing both teams being able to match run for basket now.
That one almost tapped in accidentally, and now bodies flying on the floor, held ball. It should be Kimberly basketball. Because the last time the ball got caught in between the rim and the backboard. So, yep, Maker should get it back. Mitchell didn't sit down for long, but now Clark is out. The crowd sticking around. And after the band leaves, does empty things out just a little bit here. Jack Whippet court.
Band loves basketball games until they're done performing.
On the baseline, Landon Van Offren. Just give it to him tonight. Up over double his season average. We are tied again. 52 all. Blink of an eye, it seemed like. A little too hard there for Zay.
This is exactly what you want to see out of both teams. Every time one team starts a run, the other one matches it. And that's why the composure for these two teams will be very important when you get to the postseason.
Floater doesn't fall for Myers. North trying to regain the lead. By the three-pointer, and they do. Three-pointer made by Carter Strange. A timeout is called. 55-52, 8:34 remaining. Up next for Oshkosh North. They will be at home this Friday against Hortonville. As for Kimberly, next up for them, they're at Fond du Lac before coming home for Kaukauna. And that will be our next broadcast, as a matter of fact, here on our video stream game of the week. It's Kaukauna and Kimberly. I don't care what sport it is. Love it when those two athletic teams get together. And you can catch all the action right here on the Score YouTube channel.
Week from today.
We'll be right back here setting things up. Can we just leave our stuff here?
I think we have to take it back.
That'll be frowned upon by management.
I do not think BJ would be thrilled if we found out if we did not bring everything back as we normally do for every broadcast.
Back to action here. Each team with 3 timeouts left. Got a feeling we're going to use quite a few of those. Down the stretch we come. The final quarter of play. Nice drive in the paint and scoring. Bryson Veith, his second basket of this half. He's got 8. And they're back within 1. Trying to score again on the 3, and that's missed. Underneath, Mitchell grabs it and stuffs it. First slam dunk of the night. And Zay's got 11 in each half. And offering the hot hand from the start of the game pretty much. Didn't get that one to go, and the football pass is overthrown. Mitchell pats his chest, says, my bad. Turnover on the Spartans. And Evan Jennings, the 5'11 senior. Back off the bench for Coach Brad Weber. 25 years on the sidelines for him, his 7th at Oshkosh North. And Wilds will take the 3. Rims in and out for Mikey. Would have been his 4th of the night. And tied up the game instead. Stays a 3-point spread. Holding it on his hip is Strange. He won't hold it for long. Jennings with the save on the baseline. Out to Mitchell for 3. Zay Mitchell puts up the 3-point signal. Extends the lead to 6.
So now the question is, if you're North, can you, now that you have a 6-point lead, can you maintain this in the later stretches of the game? And for your paper makers, you need to find a way to be able to just keep clawing back the way they've been able to do every time North's been taking leads in the second half.
And Mitchell overthrows. Odd says, wasn't touched by me. Hands on the hip from Van Offeren over there. I think he knew he may have even fingertipped that one, and North catches a little bit of a break here. So they turn the ball over. Referee's hearing it from the Spartans faithful and made the trek up here from Oshkosh. See if Kimberly can take advantage of that situation. Here's Myers. And he ran right over the defender, Stevie Clark. Myers gets whistled for his first personal. That's a 3rd on the team, and we'll go the other way on the turnover by Kimberly. Been a lot. I mean, a lot of contact in the paint here tonight. It's been a physical contest.
Yeah, only the 2nd charge, I believe, for the game. So, I mean, just being in a great position at the right time, and that's what changes those defensive plays.
How about Carter Strange? And then in transition, Mikey Wilds will put it away. Can't sleep like that on either team here. Wilds in, commits a foul. That's Mikey's 2nd. And that's team foul number 4 on Kimberly. Getting down to it here. 5:21 in a 6-point game. Clark, the nifty ball handling. Now he sets a screen for Mitchell. Too soft there. Clark's got it. Put it on the floor and was fouled.
Doing the motion when he dribbled, that's when it forced the papermaker to at least put their hands on him, try to knock the ball out, able to get the contact.
And that goes on Myers, his 2nd. It's the 5th team, but Clark shoot his first free throws of the night. Knocks down the first one. Clark, most free throws on this North team. 81% free throw shooter, and he knocks them both down. In transition, and get it up to Van Offeren. He's got 18 points now for Landon.
Back-to-back possessions when the Spartans get up by 8. right away, Kimberly matches with a quick basket to get back to a 2-possession game.
Mitchell misses. Second chance for the Spartans. Clark will back things out. Looking for the screen from Strain. Instead, he gets it around on the swing play. In a little bit of trouble. Now diving for it. Kimberly wants a timeout, and it was granted. After the steal by Thomas Myers, the timeout will be called. We'll take one as well. 64-58, 4:12 left to play in this one.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
Back here in Kimberly. Approaching the 4-minute mark. North with 3 timeouts left. Kimberly down to 2. Right at 4 to go in a 6-point game. Big possession here for the Makers. Try for the behind-the-back pass. V somehow came up with it. Second chance won't go as well. Let him play on that possession. Mitchell out to got it! From deep range, Bryce Ott. That was a big turnaround there for the Spartans.
Yeah, now a 9-point lead.
And Mikey Wilds changes that right away. Mikey having a good second half with 10 points. He's got 15 on the game. And a takeaway. Can't take advantage of the numbers there. Veith will back it out to Wilds. Reverses in midair, and Mikey Wilds with back-to-back buckets for Kimberly, and now Oshkosh North wants to talk things over. Wilds is on fire. A full timeout is called. So we'll take a quick break as well here from one of our sponsors. 2:52 left to play. Don't go anywhere.
Relationships are at the core of everything we do. While our roots run deep in the Midwest, our reach has expanded nationally as we follow our clients across the country to bring their projects to life. In an ever-evolving industry that leans heavily on resourcefulness and hard work, our project teams take great pride in not only delivering successful projects, but in building lasting relationships with our clients and partners. Together, we are building excellence.
Here we go, 2:52 remaining. Each team now with just 2 timeouts. No pressure put on by Kimberly. I think both teams needed these last couple of breaks. Saw a lot of guys huffing and puffing out there. It's that time of the game, Zach.
Yeah, I mean, that's that time where you look at it. It's still, you're getting towards the middle of the season, and this has been a tough, competitive game all the way through.
And again, guys diving after it. They're letting them play until V takes it away. And then off the foot of Jennings. Unofficially, I have 6 turnovers in each half for Kimberly.
And being in the later stages of this game, Joey, I mean, if another 3 goes in for the Spartans and they bring this back to an 8-point lead, you feel that might be enough for them to carry through the end of this game, and that's why the paper makers need to get a basket on this possession.
Wilds had it stripped from behind. Here comes coast-to-coast Zay Mitchell. Up over his season average now. Back up to a 7-point advantage at the 2-minute warning. Van Offeren splits the defenders and scores. Landon Van Offeren, 10 points in each half. He's got 20 to lead the way. And there's a takeaway and a block shot. Then going out of bounds. Stevie Clark came from right behind on Wilds. Said, get that one out of here. Another block shot for North.
And that's huge because it would have been a one-possession game, but now Kimberly's got to fight to make it a one-possession with 1:41 to go.
They'll get it in, and big possession there. I know I said that earlier, but they're all big now. Trying for that backdoor cut. Beat misses it, trying to draw the foul there from Clark. A couple of Boo Birds are whistling down upon Jack Whitby Court here. Minute 15 left. Wild shot. No, but Zay's there for the putback. Puts it back to a 3-possession game. Under a minute left to play. Myers, the jump stop and a held ball. As Ott came over as the defender. Both had hands on it. This time it goes back over to the Spartans.
Yeah, the arrow went right to the Spartans for this one, and that was an important time to have it.
And now after they bring it across, Kimberly's going to be forced to foul here. They only have 5. No, they're not. They take it away. What do I know? They'll score and get one. Mikey Wilds with the score. That's why I'm up here, partner.
Well, the reason people think you have to foul right away is because they don't trust their defense. People never believe their defense when they're down under a minute to go. Teams need to trust because you can. They proved it. Get your hand up, get a deflection. You can get a quick steal without putting them on the line, having them score with no time on the clock running. And this is where you're able to get a situation, get a basket, and perhaps 3-point play.
You gave him the broadcast jinx that time.
That's why I said perhaps.
Wilds was 8 out of 9 on the season before then, and now the breakaway score from Ivan Jennings. Got 6 off for the bench. Makes it 73-66. And it goes on Bryce Ott. That's only team foul number 4, so no free throws just yet. Couple more to give if they'd like. Good inbound pass to Wilds, who scores quickly. And John Murphy will take one of his final 2 timeouts. And it's a full one. We'll take one more break here and come back for the end of this one. 23.6 seconds left in a 5-point game.
Creative Imprint is your local source for custom apparel. With quick turnarounds, we have you, your business, team, or organization covered. Our state-of-the-art facility with skilled design and production employees allows Creative Imprint to bring your design to life. Whether it is screen printing or embroidery, you will be able to see and feel the quality. Creative Imprint can accommodate orders of all sizes, so give us a call or visit us online at creativeimprintapparel.com.
And a little T-swivel playing there, trying to shake it off. A 5-point game, 23.6 seconds left. Kimberly in need of another takeaway. Almost got it right there on the inbound pass. They did get it. Here comes Myers and scores. How about this? And John Murphy wants to call his final timeout. Myers now with 13 points, and we got ourselves a game with just 16.5 left on the clock.
And again, that is why you find yourselves in a situation where you don't have to call fouls, because you're able to get quick steals, being able to get points at a quick rate, and not putting Oshkosh at the free throw line. So now you're in the situation for Kimberly. I'd spend these first 10 seconds, try to force them not to get across the half-court line, and then foul with about 5 seconds to go. Because if you can get another quick steal, you're in control and have a chance to tie this game. But here's another big factor for the Spartans. They have fouls to play with if they do happen to lose the ball on this possession.
They don't. They get up to Strange, trying to put this one away with the underneath pass. And Ott scores to make it a 5-point game. Myers with the desperation three. Mitchell with the rebound. And that is going to do it here tonight. Your final score, Oshkosh North 75 and Kimberly 70. Joey D and Zach Morris with you here this evening. What a game. Came right down to the end. Kimberly led at the half 35-32. Spartans went on a 15-5 run to start that second half, and they hold on, and they get out of town with the W. What do you think, Zach? Final thoughts on this one?
It was a great showing by both teams, and this is just basically watching what we witnessed back before the Christmas holiday. The fact that the Spartans, when they were down to Nina at halftime, just picked up the pace and found a way to just crack the defense, let their offense start flowing. In this game, the first half, it took forever for their offense to just get any kind of rhythm. And for some reason, when the second half started, they were in the flow and they had no issues getting their offense going. Big three-pointers, slam dunks. It just seemed things were working their way. But Kimberly never gave up, and that's where that Kimberly fighting spirit, you go back to all the championship title appearances for multiple sports, championships as well, they never go down. And even in situations where they're down by 6, 8 points late, minutes, some to go, getting quick steals, making baskets, doing something, just ran out of steam at the tail end. But both teams have to feel pretty good what they have moving forward, and it'll be a big showdown the next time these two teams face off in Oshkosh North.
You got that right. That is going to be on Friday, February 9th. And that's when Kimberly will head down to Oshkosh North. Your leading scorers here tonight, you could probably guess, Zay Mitchell, Stevie Clark leading the way for Oshkosh North. 29 for Zay, 14 for Stevie Clark. They were the only two in double figures, 7 for Stoilovich. Bryce Ott had 8. Big buckets and takeaways near the end of that game. Leading the way for Kimberly, 21 points, Mikey Wilds. Ended the first half, started the second half with triples. He ends up with 3 on the game, 21 points overall. Came in averaging 10.5. Also 20 points for Landon Van Offeren. He had the very hot hand in that first half. Did not score in their win over Bayport. He had 20 here this evening. Also in double figures, 13 for Thomas Myers. They were the big 3 tonight for the Papermakers. But they dropped to 5 and 4 overall, 3 and 3 in conference play. Up next for Kimberly, they will be at Fond du Lac this Friday evening. Up for North, home against Hortonville on Friday. As far as our broadcasts go, well, we get Kimberly and Kaukauna in 1 week on the 9th. We'll be right back here in our perch high atop Kimberly High School for that one. Can't wait for Kimberly and Kaukauna next Tuesday. Thanks to Myron Construction. Keys to the Game brought to you by them every game, both radio and on our broadcast here. Creative Imprint, too, jumping on board. Fast Signs got us here in the Fast Signs mobile studio. OSMS is sponsor of the Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Specialist broadcast booth. That is going to do it here for tonight's broadcast. For my partner, Zach Morris, I am Joey D, bidding you farewell once again from Kimberly High School, where the final score, Oshkosh North 75 and Kimberly 70. This has been a presentation of Woodward Community Media.